We're finding actually that of all the areas in the back office that's strategic to utilities' success and the ability to deliver not just business as usual, but also the massive capital programs that are planned, is in fact the supply chain. An inability to properly have a cost-effective, high quality, high service quality, and a risk-managed supply chain can create existential issues for utilities and will prevent them from being able to deliver their expected value to their stakeholders and regulator. Core to any utilities value chain is their supply chain. Supply chain is a combination of procurement, which is acquiring the good, managing your supplier relationship, managing the good in your warehouses, also called material management, and then managing your fleet, which is the vehicles that you use to deliver your services, deliver your material, and to interact with your field assets. One of the big trends we're seeing from our clients is a focus not just on cost, but also on service, and that service to the end consumer, service to the supplier community, and service to their internal business customers, and an increasing focus on risk. How to ensure that there's an understanding of risk, first of all, having an understanding of how to measure that risk, understanding the magnitude of that risk, and then putting in place mitigation strategies to manage that risk proactively. One great example I'd like to share with a client that I recently worked with is a client that they thought they had a single supplier risk. They thought they had a strategic source of material that was supplied from one supplier. They felt that was a significant disruption risk in the event that supplier failed or had a problem with supplying them, that they would actually have to stop their business, stop generating electricity in this case. What they decided to do was create, through significant investment, a second source, a second supplier that they could actually procure that service from. And in the end, they actually thought they had that risk managed through this mitigation strategy. Interestingly enough, when you look into the supply chain 2 or 3 levels down, they found that, in fact, they had not mitigated that risk. That, in fact, there was a raw material that was still coming from a single source of supply. So it's very important to not just look at risk management in your supply chain at a superficial level, but instead look at it 2 or 3, 4 layers down. Supply chain risks are many and varied. They can include things like delivering your service, reliability, being able to deliver that safely and securely, being able to ensure that your staff or your supplier staff are in fact safe. There are environmental risks in some cases that can occur. There's financial risk, and in some cases there's reputational or regulatory risk as well.